Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Learning Lab, the place where English learning is fun, friendly, and, honestly, a little bit chaotic sometimes.
A little bit.
Okay, maybe a lot, but that's why you love us. I'm so happy you're here today because, oh my goodness, today's topic is one of my absolute favorites. We are talking about goals.
Goals, big topic.
Huge topic. Dreams, plans, the future, all the exciting stuff. And we're going to teach you, our amazing beginner English learners, exactly how to talk about your goals in English. Simple words, simple sentences, real conversation, right?
Right. And I think this is actually one of the most practical episodes we've done, because in real life, people ask you about your goals all the time.
All the time. Like, okay, imagine you meet someone new. First 5 minutes, what do they ask you?
Usually, what do you do? And then, what do you want to do in the future?
Exactly. And if you don't have the words, it feels terrible. You have the idea inside your head, but the English words they're not coming out.
You know what you want to say, but you can't say it.
Yes, that gap, that painful little gap. We are going to close that gap today. By the end of this episode, you will have real phrases, real sentences, and real confidence. Let's go.
So, before we get into the phrases, I want to talk about something. Why is it important to talk about your goals? Not just have them, but actually talk about them.
Oh, that's a great question. I never thought about that.
When you say your goals out loud to another person in another language, something interesting happens. You start to understand yourself better. You have to find the words. You have to be clear.
Oh, that's actually really deep. Wait, say that again. Say it slower.
When you talk about your goals out loud, you understand them better.
Yes. Okay, I have a story about this. So, a few years ago, I was studying a new language, not English, a different one. And someone asked me, "Why are you learning this language?" And I tried to answer, and I just said, I don't know. I just like it."
And they looked at me like, and I thought, wow, I actually don't know my own reason. So I went home and I thought about it. And I realized I wanted to make friends in that language. That was my real goal, a specific goal. And once I knew that, I studied completely differently.
That's a perfect example. Having a clear goal changes how you learn. And being able to say your goal in English, that's a superpower, honestly.
It also helps in job interviews, school applications, meeting new people.
Basically everywhere. Okay, let's get into the good stuff, the phrases.
All right, let's start simple. The most basic way to talk about a goal in English is this sentence. I want to blank. You just fill in the blank.
Beautiful, short, easy, powerful. I want to learn English. I want to get a new job. I want to travel to Japan. Simple.
And the next level is I would like to blank. That's a little more polite, a little more formal.
Ooh, right. I want to is casual. I would like to is polite. Both are correct. Both are useful. So, in a job interview, maybe say, I would like to. Talking to a friend, I want to. Got it.
Exactly. Now, for talking about dreams, big, beautiful, maybe not sure yet dreams, we use I dream of blank or my dream is to blank.
Oh, I love these ones. My dream is to open a bakery. I dream of living by the ocean. That's mine, by the way. Ocean, bakery, done.
Good dream.
Thank you. Okay, what about plans? Like more serious plans, not just dreams, actual plans.
For plans, we use I'm planning to blank or I plan to blank.
I'm planning to study abroad next year. I plan to finish my degree in 2 years. These sound like real plans, like you thought about it.
And there's one more really important phrase. My goal is to blank.
Oh, yes. Direct, clear, confident. My goal is to speak English fluently. My goal is to get promoted this year. Very professional, very strong.
So let's review the key phrases. I want to blank. I would like to blank. My dream is to blank. I dream of blank. I'm planning to blank, and my goal is to blank.
Listeners, please write these down. Okay, ready? Let's keep going. Now, goals come in different shapes and sizes, right? You've got career goals, study goals, life goals, personal goals.
So let's practice each one. Let's start with study goals. If you're a student or you're learning something new, what might you say?
Okay, let me try. My goal is to pass my English exam. I'm planning to finish this course by December. I want to improve my reading skills.
Perfect. Notice those sentences are very specific, not just I want to be better at English, but I want to improve my reading skills by December.
Specific. Specific goals sound more real, more believable, more impressive.
Now, career goals. What about someone who is working or looking for a job?
Oh, okay. So you might say, my goal is to find a job in marketing. I'm planning to start my own business in the next 3 years. I would like to become a manager someday.
Someday is a nice word. It means in the future, but you're not sure exactly when.
Yes, someday I want to travel the world. Someday I'd like to write a book. It's hopeful, it's gentle.
Now, life goals. These are bigger, more personal.
Life goals are the emotional ones. These are the ones that come from your heart. Like, I want to buy a house for my parents. My dream is to give my children a good education. I hope to retire early and live peacefully.
Ones are beautiful examples.
Right? Life goals hit different. Sorry, hit different means they feel more emotional, more personal. That's a casual expression. Good one to know.
Good note. And what about personal goals? Things you want for yourself, your health, your habits, your happiness.
Like, I want to exercise more. My goal is to read 1 book every month. I'm planning to learn how to cook. I would like to spend more time with my family.
These are everyday goals, small but important.
Yes, small goals are still goals. Don't let anyone tell you your goal is too small. Okay, this is my favorite part. Rubbing hands together. Funny mistakes. We've all made them. Let's talk about them.
Oh no.
Oh yes. So one very common mistake is saying, I want to make my dream come truth.
Yes, I've heard this one.
Truth instead of true. I want to make my dream come true, not truth. Truth is a noun. True is an adjective. Make my dream come true. Say it with me. True.
Make my dream come true.
Beautiful. Another one, I want to reach my goal someday in the next future.
The next future. We don't say that.
We don't say that. It's just in the future, or in the near future if it's soon. I hope to reach my goal in the near future. Clean. Simple.
Another mistake, mixing up hope and hope to.
Oh, yes. So someone might say, I hope learn English. But the correct way is, I hope to learn English. You need the to. I hope to learn. I want to improve. I plan to travel.
The pattern is verb plus to plus another verb.
Exactly. I want to learn. I plan to study. And actually, dream of is a little different. Dream of uses of, not to.
Right. I dream of living by the ocean, not I dream to live.
Tricky. But once you know it, you'll never forget it.
One more mistake. People sometimes say, my goal is very big and I will success.
Oh, I will success. Success is a noun. The verb is succeed. I will succeed, not I will success.
I hope to succeed. I know I will succeed. I want to succeed in my career.
Great. So to recap the mistakes, say make my dream come true, not truth. Say in the near future, not next future. Say I hope to learn, not I hope learn. And say I will succeed, not I will success.
Simple fixes, big difference.
Okay, my absolute favorite part, role play time. We're going to act out some real conversations so you can hear how these phrases sound in real life. Ready?
Ready.
Scenario 1. You just met someone at an English class. They ask about your plans. Go.
So, are you studying English for a specific reason?
Yes, my goal is to speak English fluently because I want to work for an international company. I'm also planning to take an English exam next year.
That's great. What kind of company?
I'm not sure yet, but I dream of working in marketing or maybe tourism.
Good. Notice how speaker one used 3 different phrases in that short conversation. My goal is to, I'm planning to, and I dream of.
Very natural, not robotic, not like a textbook, just talking.
Scenario 2, a job interview.
Oh, interviews, the most stressful thing.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In formal roleplay voice. In 5 years, I would like to grow within this company. My goal is to become a project leader in the next 3 years. I'm also planning to continue learning and improving my skills.
Excellent. I would like to, polite. My goal is to, clear. I'm planning to, action-oriented. Interviewers love that combination.
It sounds like you have a plan. You're serious. You're ready.
Scenario 3, talking to a close friend.
Ooh, okay. Casual.
So, what do you actually want to do with your life?
Oh, wow. Okay, deep. Honestly, I just want to be happy. I want to have a simple life. I dream of having a small house, a garden, maybe a dog. Okay, 2 dogs.
What kind of dogs?
See? Now we're just talking. That's what happens when you use the right phrases. The conversation just flows. It becomes real.
That's the goal. Make English feel natural, not scary. Let's add a few more useful phrases before we finish. When you're not sure about your goal, when it's still just an idea, you can say, I'm thinking about blank, or I'm considering blank, or I might want to blank.
So instead of saying, my goal is to become a doctor, if you're still deciding, you say, I'm thinking about studying medicine, or I'm considering a career in health. Softer, less pressure, still moving forward.
And for goals you've already started, things you're in the middle of, you say, I'm working on blank, or I'm working toward blank, or I'm on my way to blank.
I'm working on improving my English every day. I'm working toward my degree. I'm on my way to becoming a better version of myself. Ooh, that last one is inspirational.
It is.
Write that one down too. And what about goals you've already achieved? Because we should celebrate those too.
For that, we say, I have already blank, or I recently blank, or I successfully blank.
I have already passed my first English test. I recently started a new job. I successfully completed my first year of university. Yes, celebrate yourself. Don't only talk about future goals, talk about what you've done too.
Past achievements give you confidence to talk about future goals.
Beautifully said. Someone put that on a poster. Okay, before we go, I want to say something real for a second. Is that okay?
Always.
So, I know that learning English is hard, like really hard sometimes. And talking about your goals in English, that's even harder. Because goals are personal. They're close to your heart. And saying something personal in a language you're still learning, that takes courage.
It really does.
But here's the thing. Every person who speaks English fluently right now, they were once a beginner. Every single one. They made mistakes. They said truth instead of true. They forgot the to in I hope to. They got nervous, but they kept going.
And the phrases we learned today, I want to, my dream is to, I'm planning to, my goal is to, these are not just English phrases. These are tools for your life.
Yes, when you can say your goals clearly, in English, in any language, you feel stronger. You feel more real, more seen.
So don't wait until your English is perfect to start talking about your dreams. Talk about them now, with what you have, with what you know.
Messy English is still English. An imperfect sentence that comes from your heart is worth 1,000 perfect sentences from a textbook.
That was good.
I know, I surprised myself.
All right, let's do a quick final review. Here are the key phrases from today.
For dreams, my dream is to blank, and I dream of blank. For plans, I'm planning to blank, and I plan to blank. For goals, my goal is to blank, I want to blank, and I would like to blank. For things in progress, I'm working on blank, and I'm working toward blank. For things you're still thinking about, I'm thinking about blank, and I'm considering blank. And for things you've already done, I have already blank, and I successfully blank.
That's a lot of phrases, but they all follow the same simple patterns. Once you learn one, the others come fast.
And remember the common mistakes. Say come true, not come truth. Say in the future or in the near future, not in the next future. Say I will succeed, not I will success.
Simple fixes, and now you know them.
Okay, here is your homework, listeners. And yes, we are giving you homework. Sorry, not sorry.
Not sorry at all.
When using the phrase my dream is to blank, put your dream after the phrase. When using the phrase I dream of blank, put your dream after the of. Both are common and perfectly correct.
Write 3 sentences about your goals in English. Use the phrases from today. Write about your study goal, your career goal, and one personal goal. Then, if you're feeling brave, share it in the comments. We read them. We really do.
We really do. And we will cheer for you, because that's what we're here for.
We're rooting for you, every single listener.
From the bottom of our hearts. Okay, that's it for today's episode of the Learning Lab. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. If this helped you, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. Let's grow this community together.
And if you have a topic you want us to cover, leave it in the comments. We love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep learning, keep dreaming, and keep talking. Your English is getting better every single day, even on the days it doesn't feel like it.
Especially on those days.
Especially on those days. Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.